Hey, Wixman Ray here. We're going to do a quick weather update. Today's April 1st, 2026. Did you hear about them monster tornadoes? Yeah, there was one that went through Oklahoma City and took out half the city. Yeah, so we'll take a look at that. Pretty crazy. So, yeah. Um, so it's April 1st, 2026. April Fool's Day. No tornadoes in Oklahoma City that I know of, unless there's something I haven't seen. Anyways, this might be a shorter version. I'm having some internet issues here, so we'll see how it goes. This is our infrared satellite here. Um, it's 9:30 Central Time, which would be 10:30 out on the East Coast. This is 10:30 p.m. or 9:30 p.m. in the Central, and then 7:30 p.m. for the Pacific people out there, and Mountain Time would be 8:30. So yeah, so we got a system out here moving through the northern Rockies and Great Basin. Some showers up through there. But this is our big system. We got a low pressure sitting out over the plains here. What is that over northwest Kansas, somewhere around there. We'll take a look at the surface if we can get it to work. And then got this nice cloud shield, so there's some snow up here and some rain in between. And then all this stuff down here is thunderstorms. Yeah, you see these black and reds? These are really high tops. I mean, those are probably approaching, I don't know. I can't, they're probably 50,000 footers at least. Um, but don't quote me on that. But they're probably some severe in here, just look based on how cold these cloud tops are and the appearance of them. Yeah, so there's a kind of a cold front dragging through from roughly just south of Kansas City through Oklahoma and Texas out down there, and extends all the way into Mexico, it looks like. And then we got kind of a warm or stationary boundary that extends through like through Missouri, through Illinois and the Midwest, and then over towards the Mid-Atlantic. And then we got more thunderstorms out here from, near DC up towards Philadelphia and down into Southern Virginia. So some of these are pretty decent looking. So there might be, there's a risk of severe out here, but not as significant as out here. And we'll take a look at that. Yeah, and then, we got some clouds up here. Might be some precip on the northern side of this. Probably mostly rain. There might be some snow on the far north, but we'll take a look here. And then this stuff here is just some kind of weakening showers and thunderstorms over Mississippi, Georgia area. Actually, Alabama. I'm getting my states mixed up. I think the other day I called Alabama, Mississippi, or something like that, or the vice versa. Yeah, so some thunderstorms here. Looks like some offshore south of New Orleans, just affecting if there's any oil platforms or any marine traffic down there. But yeah, so that's what's going on the satellite view. Look at our surface obs. We'll see how this works out for us. It's gonna be slow here. Anyway, so up here in North Dakota, even parts of South Dakota, there's some looks like some light to moderate snow bands. It looks like the rain snow line's roughly halfway through South Dakota, maybe the southern part, and then it looks like it extends into northern. It looks like it's north of Minneapolis. Minneapolis is at 42, so some light to moderate snow up here. So there'll probably be some pretty good snow accumulations in some areas out here. So I don't know exactly how much. I haven't looked at the forecast, but definitely winter's not over up here in the Dakotas and Minnesota, even into northern Wisconsin and the UP of Michigan. Farther south, just a lot of mostly light rain out here. Some moderate bands might be going on out here, and then back here too. So yeah, and then here's our thunderstorm. So roughly south and southeast of Kansas City, some pretty rough and tumble storms. Definitely some heavy rain producers. In fact, earlier we had these up around the Kansas City area, but it looks like they've kind of moved south. Had been these bands really hit torrential rain. We probably get a good inch or, or so out of it in a quick amount of time. And that extends down towards Wichita, or near Wichita and down towards Oklahoma City. Looks like they're about ready to get hit by a storm. Wichita Falls, Texas, and then down into West Texas. Um, Still pretty warm south of the front in the 70s and 80s back here. Back behind it, we got some cooler air, 40s, 50s, and 60s behind that cold front. And you can kind of see this is where so middle of Missouri, you can kind of see here, there's where the front is, where the winds kind of go from, they're kind of easterly through here. And then they're southerly, so there's the front kind of sitting through here. So we got some showers, some real isolated to scattered showers moving through here. A little bit up into Illinois too, some more organized bands. And then here's those showers and thunderstorms, more organized as we get towards the East Coast. Looks like they're over New Jersey and near Philadelphia, or just east of them, near DC area. So, and down into Virginia here. And then there's some rain up through here. It looks like it's, well, before it blacked out on me, it looks like temperatures were above freezing up across the Northeast, so that looks like all rain. Okay, that might be all we're going to get. Here's those showers and thunderstorms I said over Georgia and Alabama that are kind of weakening. And then if we can get this to show up over here, sorry, my internet sucks right now. I got to get something. Here we go. Yeah, you can see there's some showers out here across the, from Salt Lake City up towards Boise and into northern Nevada, central Nevada. So, in fact, got a picture from my spouse, my wife, out in Elko. This was earlier today. They had some hail out there, some small hail. So they had some convective or showery slash thunderstorm type activity going on this afternoon. There we go, kind of showing up now. A lot of rain out in California, at least showery. I mean, not nothing super heavy, and that extends all the way into the northwest Seattle, Portland area, and back all the way through here. So I think it's mostly rain. It'll be mountain snow up above whatever the snow elevations are out there right now, but they should be fairly high, probably above 9 or 10,000 feet. I would guess, because it's cooled off out there, but yeah, they're pretty high, so it'll just be in the mountaintops. All right, so let's see if we can get anything else out of this. I don't think this is gonna update on me. Yeah, this thing. Yeah, hold on, guys. Yeah, this keeps wanting to switch back for me. Why is it doing that? It's an April Fool's joke, I guess. It's my internet. All right, well, that's all we're going to be able to show you probably. So I'll just show you the thunderstorm outlook and kind of give you a synopsis of what's going on. So, okay, here we go. So this is for the rest of tonight through tomorrow, early tomorrow morning. So an enhanced risk there across Oklahoma, southeast Kansas into parts of West Texas, and then surrounded by a slight risk. So severe weather mainly just south of Kansas City for the most part, and then down into Oklahoma and Texas. And then you got this marginal risk from parts of northern Kentucky, West Virginia, the Delmarva area, southern Pennsylvania, and around the DC area. So those areas are under the gun. Here's our tornado. If this thing will click for me, my internet's kind of slow here. Hold on. Okay, yeah, there's our tornado threat. I think that's a tornado. Yeah. So yeah, pretty good from Oklahoma City over towards Wichita, Kansas, and southern Missouri around Springfield, and into North Texas, Wichita Falls, Texas. That area is under the gun. Best chance for tornadoes as we go through the rest of tonight. Here's the wind threat, pretty high wind threat. Lesser threat out here in that stuff out east. And then here's the hail threat if this thing will pop up. Very slow. Same deal. Very high threat out here from West Texas, Oklahoma, and just south of Kansas City, and then low threat out here in the Mid-Atlantic area. All right, so that's for today. For tomorrow, whoops, wrong one. Okay, is this? It's running really slow. Sorry, guys. We'll see if we can get through this. It's going to be real short. We'll cut it out after I get through these. If this will update for me. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Here we go. Maybe. No. Didn't do it yet. Here we go. So I'm not even going to zoom in on it. So for tomorrow, so today's Wednesday. So for Thursday, it looks like up into the Midwest, upper Midwest, from Michigan towards Illinois, southern Wisconsin. Looks like eastern. I can just barely see this, but eastern Iowa, northeast Missouri, and over towards parts of Indiana. So that's where the risk will be for severe, all modes of severe, I would assume. There'll still be the system across the west, causing some isolated showers and thunderstorms. Well, more scattered, probably more. It'll be more than isolated. The thunderstorms will probably be isolated, but scattered showers, that kind of activity across the northern Rockies, and extending into the high plains. And then on Friday, this is when our this system comes out of the Rockies. We're going to see another threat from roughly Kansas City up towards Des Moines, and looks like it might touch parts of Illinois, and then across Missouri, eastern Kansas, and then to Oklahoma, even down into West Texas. So this whole area, kind of similar to tonight, similar area, threat area, pretty close, anyways. So, and I would say all modes of severe. I'm not going to click on it because I'll just be wasting your time trying to get it to update. I'll just look at one more thing if I can get this. Okay, so this was today. Okay, here we go. So this is updating a little bit. So here's all those showers across the west. Here's the thunderstorms popping up out here, and the rain and snow across the Midwest, low pressure that's formed out over eastern Colorado. So it was kind of in that general area. Stuff out here. So this is right now basically, and then the activity out here in mid-Atlantic. So as we go through tomorrow morning, this stuff will kind of progress off to the east, some lingering showers, but we'll still have some snow ongoing across parts of the Dakotas, northern Minnesota, northern Wisconsin, up into the UP of Michigan, and then kind of rain up and through here, the northern Midwest into the northern plains, and some ongoing showers and thunderstorms from probably, say, Missouri down through Arkansas into East Texas, general area. And then we'll see some rain and snow out here. This is the next system coming into the Rockies, and it gets a little cooler. So the snow levels may drop to 5,000 to 6,000 feet out here across the west here. Let's see if this will go farther for us. So yeah, as we get into tomorrow afternoon, evening, here we go. So yeah, this stuff will progress through the northern Rockies. Some rain and snow. So yeah, some welcome moisture out in the west, because they've been in a drought situation since most of the winter, at least. Here's all those showers and thunderstorms from parts of Missouri up into Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, parts of probably southern Wisconsin. And then still got some snow back here in Minnesota, maybe a little bit still in North Dakota, UP of Michigan. So they'll probably get several inches up here again. This maybe, hopefully, this will be the last hurrah. We'll see if there's going to be any more spring storms. A lot less activity as you go south. The dynamics with this system have kind of moved north for Thursday. So as we go into, let's go into Friday morning. So this system's moving out into the plains. Looks like another round of snow for Wyoming, Montana, the Dakotas, some rain farther south. This thing continues with most of the snow now up into Canada. Looks like maybe northern Maine might get a little bit of snow or mixed wintry precip, and then some rain south. Maybe a couple isolated to scattered thunderstorms, mainly with the moisture coming off the Gulf down here. That's for Friday morning, and that kind of becomes more numerous on Friday during the day. Here we go. So there's that threat of severe. We got another low pressure forming out here near looks like just north of Kansas City, between Kansas City and Omaha. Looks like some more snow up in that same general area as this last one. So winter's not done. Here's that severe threat of showers and thunderstorms, even some off to the east into Ohio and Indiana as we go through Friday and Friday night. Yeah, so let's see if we can get through the weekend for you guys. So Saturday morning, yeah, you're still getting another round. So their winter's not over. They're going to get more accumulating snow out here. So probably several more inches. I don't know if they're going to get up to a foot or more with some of these bands, but we'll see. Back here in northern Minnesota, the same general areas, this system we're having tonight through tomorrow. And that stuff pushes east through the Midwest and down through Arkansas into Texas there as we go into Saturday morning. Through today on Saturday, they didn't have a threat area. They weren't quite as confident. There could be some isolated, but the severe. But this is kind of the way this is oriented, and the dynamics are starting to move off to the north. It may not be a whole lot of severe, but you can't rule out at least a couple isolated cells, especially maybe from, you know, Ohio, Tennessee Valley down towards, you know, down into the south here in Louisiana, Mississippi, and parts of Texas there, southeast Texas, and that's for Saturday. The west dries out this weekend. This front will continue to push to the east on Sunday. Still got showers and thunderstorms, but really don't think it'll be much of a severe threat, just general thunderstorms. Once again, it could be some isolated severe, but so by Sunday afternoon, that'll start moving offshore, and then some lingering stuff across the southeast as we go into Sunday and afternoon even, and that kind of dies out. So yeah, and then it looks like it starts to quiet down. Maybe early next week, but I'm not going to look at that. Sorry, April Fools, we won't look at next week. I don't want to go too far out. We're at Wednesday, so 4 to 5 days is good. So, hey, I'm glad that worked out. We're that updated. Hey, y'all have a great night, and we'll try to get more of these videos in for you since it looks like I'll be active through the weekend, anyways. So, this is Wixman Ray out.